5 more trending indicators ranked lowest to highest using our internal scoring system. Quick breakdowns covering what they do and whether they're worth your time. Smart Money Structure. Created by Gaines Algo, this Pine script indicator identifies institutional trading patterns through smart money concepts, including change of character and break of structure signals. It combines multi-timeframe trend analysis with momentum filters, volume confirmation, and breakout detection to generate precise entry signals for traders following smart money movements. The indicator monitors 7 timeframes simultaneously, 1 minute through 1 day, calculating trend alignment using EMA and VWAP crossovers to create a comprehensive strength score. Smart Money Structure introduces a restriction system, preventing repetitive signals in the same trend direction until market structure genuinely changes. This logic eliminates noise during trending moves. 3 advanced analysis modules enhance decision-making. Liquidity zone detection marks areas where stops accumulate. Market profile analysis identifies institutional order flow through volume ratio calculations. And the divergence scanner catches momentum price discrepancies, signaling potential reversals. These tools operate independently but complement the core signals. 2 dashboard panels display current trend strength, system confidence percentage, cumulative volume delta, and directional predictions for each time frame. Customization includes adjustable pivot lengths for structure identification, momentum thresholds adapting to volatility through ATR calculations, separate take profit and stop loss settings, and minimum bar distance between signals. Traders can toggle 5 distinct filters: momentum percentage requirements, higher time frame trend alignment, lower time frame trend prevention, volume confirmation above average, and breakout validation. It delivers sophisticated institutional analysis with practical signal generation, though the complexity requires understanding smart money concepts and careful filter configuration. The multi-timeframe approach and signal restriction logic address common overtrading issues, while the advanced modules provide context beyond basic entries. The visualization effectively presents dense information without overwhelming users. Project Syndicate Gold Order Block Finder. Created by Project Syndicate, this Pine script indicator identifies institutional supply and demand zones specifically optimized for gold trading. It detects order blocks by locating the last opposite direction candle preceding significant price displacements from swing points, revealing where institutions likely placed large orders before momentum shifts. The indicator employs pivot-based swing detection to identify market structure breaks, then searches backward through a customizable look-back period to find the originating order block candle. For bullish zones, it locates the final bearish candle before an upward swing low, while for bearish zones, it finds the final bullish candle before a downward swing high. This reverse engineering approach captures the exact price level where institutional accumulation or distribution occurred. Displacement validation prevents false signals by requiring price movement to exceed a multiplier of the order block candle's range. This calculation measures the distance between the swing point and the order block's opposite extreme, comparing it against the candle's total range multiplied by the displacement factor. Only when this ratio exceeds the threshold does the system confirm institutional participation strong enough to create a valid zone. Anti-repainting architecture processes order blocks exclusively on confirmed bars. The system accesses historical data with explicit offset references rather than real-time values, ensuring zones remain fixed once drawn. Session detection assigns each order block to Asian, London, or NY trading sessions based on UTC time windows, providing context about which institutional players likely created the zone. Age tracking displays how many bars have elapsed since order block creation through dynamically updating info labels positioned at zone midpoints. This temporal data helps traders assess zone freshness, as newer blocks often carry more relevance than aged ones. It delivers focused institutional zone identification tailored specifically for gold's unique characteristics, though the asset-specific optimization limits broader applicability. The anti-repainting implementation and displacement validation provide reliability missing from basic order block indicators, while session attribution adds meaningful context for understanding zone origins. Swing failure signals. Created by Algo Alpha, this Pine script indicator identifies swing failure patterns where price sweeps previous pivot points but fails to sustain momentum, signaling potential reversals. It tracks swing highs and lows using pivot detection, monitors when price breaks these levels, then confirms failure through change in state of delivery logic that validates directional shifts. When price sweeps a pivot level within the defined edge window, the system enters a monitoring phase, tracking subsequent bars for trend reversal confirmation. This approach catches false breakouts where institutional players trap retail traders before reversing direction. CISD logic forms the core confirmation mechanism by detecting candle pattern reversals that meet specific noise filtering criteria. For bearish signals, it identifies bullish candles following bearish momentum, then calculates whether the subsequent price movement versus the initial range exceeds the trend noise threshold. The patience parameter creates a time window connecting sweep detection with trend reversals. After identifying a pivot sweep, the system waits up to 7 bars for CISD confirmation. This temporal relationship ensures signals occur when both liquidity grab and directional change align, rather than treating them as independent events. Visualization uses dashed lines marking the sweeped pivot levels with $ labels at midpoints, plus solid lines extending from the CISD candle to current price showing the reversal trigger point. Customization includes pivot detection length controlling sensitivity to swing identification, maximum pivot edge limiting historical lookback for sweep detection, patience setting for confirmation timing, and trend noise filter adjusting the minimum movement threshold required for valid CISD patterns. It combines liquidity sweep concepts with disciplined confirmation logic, addressing the common issue of false breakout signals through mathematical validation rather than subjective interpretation. The CISD mechanism adds sophistication beyond basic swing failure detection, while the patience parameter prevents premature entries. The visualization clearly distinguishes sweep levels from reversal triggers. Future swing. Created by Big Beluga, this Pine script indicator projects future price targets by analyzing historical swing percentage moves and extrapolating the statistical pattern forward. It detects swing highs and lows using highest/lowest calculations over a defined period, measures completed swing leg percentages, then applies averaged historical data to estimate where the current swing might terminate. The indicator tracks directional changes by monitoring when price forms new swing extremes, storing completed swing high and low values, along with their bar index positions. When direction reverses, it calculates the percentage move of the completed swing leg and adds this data to a rolling array maintaining the most recent historical samples. This collection of swing percentages forms the statistical foundation for future projections. Swing projection methodology offers 3 calculation modes. Average smooths all historical swings into a balanced estimate. Median eliminates outlier influences by using the middle value, and mode focuses on the most frequently occurring swing size. Volume integration separates buying and selling pressure throughout each swing leg by classifying candles as bullish or bearish based on close relative to open. The system accumulates volume for each direction from the lesser swing point index, displaying totals within the swing zone boxes. Delta volume calculations subtract sell volume from buy volume, revealing net directional pressure during the swing formation. The dashboard panel presents a comprehensive swing analysis listing individual historical swing percentages with gradient coloring from bearish to bullish, the calculated swing average using the selected method, current delta volume showing net directional bias, and total volume quantifying overall participation. It transforms abstract swing analysis into concrete price targets backed by quantifiable historical patterns, addressing the common problem of arbitrary target placement through statistical methodology. The 3 calculation modes provide adaptability to different market conditions, while volume integration adds institutional flow context missing from pure price-based swing analysis. Delta reaction zones. Created by Boss Waves, this Pine script indicator constructs support and resistance zones anchored to cumulative volume delta pivots, revealing where buying and selling pressure historically shifted market direction. It calculates sign delta by multiplying volume with directional bias, smooths this data through exponential moving average, then accumulates it to track net order flow throughout the session. When a pivot forms, the system creates a zone centered at that price point, with width determined by ATR multiplication, adapting zone thickness to current volatility conditions, so zones remain proportionally relevant across different market states. Zone construction employs a sophisticated segmentation system dividing each zone into positive and negative flow sections. It calculates the percentage of buying versus selling pressure within a defined impulse window at the pivot formation moment, then visually represents these proportions through colored segments filling the zone box. This design immediately communicates whether the zone formed during predominantly bullish or bearish order flow. The merging mechanism prevents chart clutter by combining overlapping zones of the same type into broader, consolidated areas. Users can adjust merge tolerance in ticks, allowing near-miss zones to combine even when small gaps exist between them. The main zone box displays text classification labeling zones as buy flow, sell flow, or mixed, based on whether either directional component exceeds 60% dominance. Zone lifecycle management automatically removes breached zones when price closes beyond zone boundaries, while extending active zones forward in time to maintain relevance. Reclaim and re-enter signals trigger when price crosses back through zone midlines after initial rejection, marking potential retest setups. It transforms volume delta from abstract numbers into actionable price zones backed by quantified order flow statistics, solving the common problem of support and resistance subjectivity through mathematical precision. The flow segmentation visualization immediately reveals zone formation context, while the merging logic and automatic cleanup maintain usable charts even during extended analysis. Need indicators that actually work together as a system? Check out our complete strategy breakdown next.